In this video today, we're going to take a look at exponents. Exponents are used as we try to write certain numbers as a product of factors. So for example, here we take the number 625. Instead of writing it as 625, we can say that 625 is going to be the product of 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. 5 is what's called the base. So 5 will be the number kind of larger in line. And the exponent tells you how many times a number is used as a factor. So since up here I have 5 written 4 times, it becomes 5 to the 4th. What's important to remember is 5 to the 4th means 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. It does not mean 5 times 4. That would be incorrect. So it's 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. The power is the number that can be expressed using an exponent. So 5 to the 4th power means that I have an exponent of 4 on a base of 5. So let's look at a couple examples. Let's look at 243. 243, if you're not sure how many 3's go into it, I can use kind of the idea of a ladder. 243 divided by 3. Okay. 3 goes into 24 8 times. 3 goes into 3 once. If I divide by 3 again, 3 goes into 8 twice. Okay, with a remainder of 2. So I get 27. I can divide by 3 again. Let me go ahead and fix this a little bit and bring this down a little bit further. Okay, just so I can write on it. 3 goes into 27 9 times. 9 goes into 3. 3 goes into 9 3 times. So basically, 243 can be written as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, and actually in the next section we'll be discussing this format right here a little bit more. But it's just a quick way of saying I'm able to divide by 3 5 times to get to my answer. So since it can be written as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, I have 3 raised to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th power. So this is the number written in what's called standard form. This is the number written as an exponent. Okay, I'm going to go in the reverse. 2 to the 5th means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. The 2 is repeated 5 times. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Well, if I begin to multiply, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So once I kind of do the multiplication, then I continue. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is going to be 32. So 2 to the 5th power is equal to the number 32. So that's written in standard form. Let's return to the order of operations. Okay, remember we said order of operations was PEMDAS. Do all operations within parentheses first, followed by exponents, even though we didn't know much about exponents, followed by multiplication and division from left to right, followed by addition and subtraction from left to right. Remember, with multiplication and division, it's whichever operation comes first. You don't have to do multiplication then division. If division comes first, you do division first. If multiplication comes first, you do multiplication first. So let's go ahead and go through this process. You may find it handy to write something like this down the side, just as a reminder. Parentheses. Where are the parentheses? They're right here. 7 minus 3 is 4. And then I copy everything else. Okay. Next part will be exponents. The exponents are here. The exponents will only apply to the number that comes directly in front of it or the number in parentheses. So 4 to the third power. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So I have 1 plus 2 minus 8 divided by 2 times 3. The next step I have, let's see if I can go ahead, just change this a little bit, just to make it a little bit better, a little bit clearer. Okay, a little bit more room. Next step is multiplication and division from left to right. So 2 times 64 is going to be 128. I leave the 1 plus in front. Then minus 8 divided by 2 is going to be 4. 4 times 3 is going to give me 12. So I've done all the multiplication division. Now I'm going to do the addition subtraction. 1 plus 28 is 129. 129 minus 12 will give me an answer of 117. So just keep in mind that when you're doing the order of operations, you really need to follow the PEMDAS. And like I said, a lot of times I will write that on the side just as a reminder myself. Where are the parentheses? Where's the exponents? Where am I multiplying and dividing? Which one comes first? Where's my addition subtraction? Remember, you should never be doing addition subtraction until the very end, this last step here, unless it's within a parentheses. Okay. So anyway, this is what we're going to be practicing some of these next couple days.